it's Ellen here at Yarn Doc, and today we're going to Belgium. I was recently in Belgium just for sort of a day trip. My daughter and I decided we'd go over to Belgium to have lunch in a little cafe in a little village and buy some Belgian beer. It's something you do in Belgium. Naturally, I had to go to the yarn store in town. Naturally. It's a cute little place, very small shop. You could maybe fit 5 people in there. So I didn't do a lot of talking or that on the video. I was more than welcome to come in and film. She was quite welcoming, and I was just so close to her the whole time that it felt strange to sort of talk about things. And when you see the video footage, you will see just from floor to ceiling with stuff. So it would have been very difficult to really try to show you a lot of the yarns and talk about each of them. Basically impossible. So I'm going to do a little montage within the shop, and then I'll come back and tell you a little bit more about it and show you what I bought. So we're here in Eupen, Belgium at Allerlei. A nice, cute looking yarn shop. We're gonna cross the street and go in. They have given us permission to film. This is if you want to go bananas over the sale items. The kid is looking at me like, oh, you didn't just do that. But right now they've got Eco Punho on special offer for 20% off. And this is super soft Lana Grossa cotton, virgin wool merino, and baby alpaca. It is lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I haven't had coffee today, so I'm a little silly. So cute, isn't it? It's an adorable little shop. They only sell Lana Grossa. So the whole store is Lana Grossa, but if there's anything that you're looking for, any colorway or that, I'm sure it is somewhere in this store. She said they have a little Stitchers club, and they get together and do projects or do charity work. I mean, making charity pieces and that. So, and they do that at least twice a month. So that was interesting. I don't know where she puts them in there because it's so adorable and small. I did find something to purchase. Lana Grossa, of course, because that's what she sells. But something that's limited edition. And it's interesting, when I went to buy them, she's like, those aren't the same color. And then we looked at them, and yes, they are. So this is from the Setakotona line. It's a hand-dyed line. And this is, this version of it is called the Rajma. So it's limited edition. And at least when I was there, she had them on clearance. And so there was 3 colorways left. And I actually probably would have, there was a blue-green, and I probably would have bought that, but there was only 1 skein. And I thought I really needed 2 in order to do anything, anything that I like to make with it. So there was this nice pink color, and then there was sort of one with yellows and oranges, and but because they're hand dyed, even though this is the same colorway and same number, you can see there's quite a big difference in the 2 hanks. And she was like, she was surprised that I was okay with that, but my plan is just I will alternate them. So, you know, every 2 rows or something, switch from one hank to the next. And so it looks like an intentional colorway, especially in something like this, which has a lot of color variation in it to begin with. So what can I tell you about it? Well, so it's made in Italy. It's 100 grams, and each hank is 340 meters. So 1 hank was probably okay, but if I wanted to say make a triangle shawl or something, I need a little more than that. It's not knitting. Knitting, I could probably do 1, right? Tell me, am I getting that right? I know that it takes a lot less yarn. Anyway, so this is 50% silk and 50% cotton. What else? Recommending 3.5 to 4 millimeter needles. We have a gauge swatch. Hand wash. Hand dyed, hand wash. Lie flat to dry. No bleach. So, yeah. So it says made in Italy, but hand dyed in India. So those are the 2 that I got. And it has texture to it. What do I mean by that? It's not smooth feeling. It's not grabby. Like, it's not grabby at all, or in any way. And you can feel the cotton in it, but not like that kitchen cotton feel, that sort of rough, dry feel. It doesn't feel like that at all. But the strands feel like textured. I don't really think of any other way to say it. They don't look textured. Like there's nothing about it that looks like it would feel the way it does. And that was one thing that interested me about it. And with it being limited edition and on clearance, this is my chance to try it. It's one of those act now or never act kind of things. So yeah, I thought, Lana Grossa is super easy to get here in Germany. Virtually everywhere sells it, including the major online retailers that I buy from, but not necessarily this. So that made it a good purchase from this shop. And that's kind of my trip to Belgium. This is what I got. Would I go again? Probably not. To be honest, probably not. I bought a yarn in Aachen. So from this store, 20 minutes from this store. Lana Grossa, vintage socks. It's gorgeous yarn. Love it. So pretty. So soft. But it was here for €2 more a ball than what I paid for it in Aachen. And there was a much wider selection as far as brands and that in the store in Aachen. So I would probably go there than here. The other thing about this shop that makes me not want to go back is I was kind of forced into paying cash, which for a variety of reasons I just didn't have on me at the time. They did say that they accepted credit card payments, but there was a QR code that you had to scan and then download an app and give your bank account information to this app, not even your credit card information, and then you're supposed to be able to pay through that. And I just went, where's the bank machine? Like, I just was not interested in sort of following that rabbit trail and getting into who knows what with it. Is probably all on the up and up, but I just wasn't comfortable. I just wasn't comfortable doing that. So take that. If you go, make sure you have cash on you, because you don't want to find yourself in that kind of situation. It was not an app I had ever heard of before. Certainly not one of the main ones that we talk about for moving money around. And I don't know. To me, it just didn't, I was not comfortable. So I went, I got the cash, but I had to walk sort of down the street and across a busy road. And it just wasn't the easiest, it wasn't the easiest place to shop. And as you could see in the store, sometimes there were things that I were interested in, but I'm not 8 feet tall. Like, I'm just not. So I couldn't get it down and touch it and feel it and really see it to decide for that. So for me, there are other places that I could go. It's not really a touristy town. It is very close to sort of their main old square, and we did sit there at a cafe and have a lovely lunch. That was very nice. But the store itself, my son studies in Aachen, so I'm sure I'll be back there. I don't think I will be going back to this particular place in Belgium. So next time I go to Belgium, we'll probably be visiting a different store. Anyway, but you've seen it. If you're interested in Lana Grossa, if you're in Belgium and happen to want to stop at a small local yarn store, do it. Do it. Have the experience. Bring cash. Yeah. If you want to travel with me again to the next yarn store and go shopping, hit subscribe, hit the notifications so that you'll be informed of the trip. You don't need your passport. You don't need any ticket. I'm sorry. I'm silly. I'm really. But seriously, if you are interested in these videos and want to experience some European yarn culture, then come with. Though I think the next ones might be from Canada. I can't wait for my trip. It's been since before Corona that I was last in my hometown. So really looking forward to that. And hopefully I will get to some yarn stores. But I will have the husband and 3 of the little ones tagging along. So we'll see just how well that goes. But hopefully there'll be some Canadian yarn shopping. And I hope you'll join me. If you have any questions, just let me know. That's what the comments are for. I'm more than happy to answer anything that I didn't, or if I know, more than happy to do that. And until next time, have fun with your yarn.